Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
No matter what nobody say, man. Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dazn Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for 300 million, and I made 350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dazn Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing voice.
What up, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another little rumor mill edition of TBV, as Steve Kim, formerly with ESPN, is reporting that Jaron Ennis and Sergey Lipinets is reportedly in talks, and this would be a good test for Ennis. Perfect fight, since the fight between he and Van Heerden kind of fell apart after it was actually made, and in the ring the head clash really ruined it, and Ennis waiting for that breakout fight. Now, the good thing about Ennis taking on a guy like Sergey Lipinets is that it will be a common opponent, and a common opponent with another welterweight fighter by the name of Mikey Garcia. Mikey did face Sergey Lipinets and did very well. Pretty much a shutout for Mikey Garcia. Lipinets is 16 fights, 12 knockouts, and 1 draw. And it's funny. Only 16 fights already, a 140-pound champion, and he moved up to 47. He was down in the 7th round, so we would have some sort of barometer here. Ennis can clearly separate himself or put himself on a specific, level, depending how he beats Sergey Lipinets. Now, I did some calling around. I was trying to get Buddy McGirt on because he used to train Sergey Lipinets, but obviously I thought that he still trained him. Come to find out, and I should have known that, it's actually Joe Goosen. So I've been calling Goosen, but to no avail at the moment. I will tell you this: I did get in touch with Jaron Ennis. Is that? Hold on one moment. Sorry about that. I was hoping that was Jaron, because I hit him up too. Spoke to Bozy. Obviously he couldn't leak too much information, but we scheduled an interview for the 29th of January. I think that falls like on a Thursday. So we'll have the father of Jaron Ennis on here, and hopefully by then this fight official. Because welterweight division is very hot right now. And Jaron missing that breakout or breakthrough performance. And Lipinets, he has a big enough name, in my opinion, that he can possibly do that for Jaron, depending on how he gets this win. We just seen Lipinets, some people felt he lost to Castillo Clinton from Canada. So, again, a good fight for Ennis to show where he is in this welterweight division and show what he can do. Lipinets been in the ring with Eric Bonet, common opponent with Sean Porter. He's been in the ring with Mikey Garcia, common opponent with Jesse Vargas and Earl Spence. Clarence Booth, former training partner of Keith one-time Thurman. We spoke about Castillo Clayton. Even Walter Castillo, Levon, I'm not going to murder his last name, but the Wolf, trained by Virgil Hunter. So some names on Lipinets' resume that will only further increase the hype and presence of Jaron Ennis. A lot of people, think highly of Jaron and expect big things from him. And again, in this particular welterweight division, if you can get that type of a win over someone like Sergey Lipinets, it's gonna put you in those conversations. And the reason why is because Lipinets is number 7, I believe, number 9. He's number 9 in the Ring Magazine for the welterweight division. So that is exactly the type of boost that Jaron is looking for. You can't run from him. You can't call him a prospect if he's on that top 10 universally Ring Magazine, right? And that's where Lipinets is at. Funny that Lipinets is ranked number 9, slightly under Mikey, who defeated him, which to me makes no real sense because Lipinets' biggest welterweight win is Lamont Peterson, and at least Mikey's biggest welterweight win would be Vargas. But regardless, this is a good fight. Jaron Ennis, for some time now considered a person that can take the reins from one of these champions. I remember being in the gym and, a stablemate of his is like, yeah, Jaron's going to be a welterweight champion. And I'm like, when? And, bro, did he get mad at me because I said that? And I didn't mean any disrespect. I'm just simply saying, right now, there's such dominant champions that who are people banking Jaron to beat in terms of a champ? Is he beating Pacquiao, Earl, or Crawford? Because, damn, those are some big-ass shoes to fill, I'll tell you right now. And, up until this point, we just haven't seen that from him. But these are the opportunities that he needs to prove that he's on that level. The Van Heerden fight was supposed to be that. The head clash definitely ruined that for Ennis, trying to make a statement. But he needs a statement-like performance. He needs to announce himself to the casuals and to the boxing pundits so that they do start speaking his name with the champions. Because right now, I'm just not sure that they are. But a Sergey Lipinets fight will definitely do that. But it would ring louder depending on how he gets that stoppage. That's just the truth, man. Knockout Cell. You heard T.O. yesterday. If you haven't caught that, we've even clipped it and uploaded it separately for you to catch the Tiafimo interview. And he said, he was expecting Haney to go in there and get a big-time knockout and make it worth his while to get in the fight, because it's sellable. If you're knocking people out and I'm knocking people out, or you're knocking people out and I'm beating the best or perceived best in the division, we can sell a fight. So Jaron, unfortunately, does, in my opinion, need to put hands on Sergey and separate himself from Mikey, from Chris Van Heerd, Castillo Clayton. You know, he needs to separate himself in the sense that he gets a clear, decisive win that shows not only the fans but the pundits that he is as dangerous as hyped up to be, right? Like, there is a lot of hype behind him. I mean, that's why we're doing this show. You know, the alleged next welterweight is who we're talking about. This is the next guy up, and can he get it done? Can he get it done? That's the question. He has a vicious body attack, loves going down to the body, you know, loves to put that punishment on his fighters. Switch hitter as well, for all you Crawford fans. Switch hitter, you know. So interesting matchup for Jaron Ennis, without a doubt. Again, it could definitely be a breakout performance. Bigger name than Van Heerden. So congratulations to him and his team for being able to secure a bigger fight than the one that just really, you know, disappeared, right? That fight was supposed to be everything. It was a common opponent with Earl, who is one of the top dogs. So you make a statement versus Van Heerden, and that statement could possibly be heard around the world. Now, Sergey Lipinets, like we said already, common opponent with Lamont Peterson, who's a common opponent with Earl Spence, but is also a common opponent with Mikey Garcia. And Mikey, you know, doing his thing, getting big checks. You know, his name's ringing bells. So Ennis, if he can step on the gas, if he can capitalize on this opportunity, I think that the headlines are going to start to become very interesting. But listen, this is only a rumor report. Michael Benson reporting that Steve Kim is reporting that this fight is reportedly in the works. How do you like all those reports, right? So it's reportedly in the works, and I believe that is for April. Let me just double check that before I open up these phone lines. But you already know the number to call in. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you could also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. We're talking Jaron Ennis, the new welterweight. Sensation, the sensation, right? The sensation. Hopefully he lives up to that hype and does what is needed to be done. But here is the tweet, and Jaron Ennis versus Sergey Lipinets reportedly in talks. Potential fight to take place in April, and that's according to our good friend Steve Kim. No longer with ESPN, but still doing his thing. Is it this one? No. Well, wherever he has it, you know. The point is, it's gonna happen. If it does, it's a good welterweight fight. You know, another good fight out there is that Brazil fight, man. I'm really interested in that Brazil Valen fight. Here it goes. It says, keep in mind about Boots. He's still just 23 and only a pro since 2016. He's just scratching at the surface of his potential also. All right, so where is the original one? Well, he's talking all about Boots here. In regards to welterweight, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, look, he's definitely okay. He is definitely reporting, and like I said, I talked to the dad. They were actually in a meeting, but he's talking a lot about Boots on his timeline. He said, it's clear that Jaron Ennis has become a fighter that has garnered a ton of interest in the past year, judging by the reaction of the tweets of his possible bout between Sergey Lipinets. He and Virgil Ortiz are the next generation standout welterweights. All right. I mean, you know, those guys are getting a lot of clout on them. And here's the original tweet that we were looking for. It's about 22 hours ago. You know, he's on that West Coast time, so we get this stuff late when they break news on the West. But as you can see from the screen, Steve Kim is saying a welterweight bout. between Sergey Lipinets and Jaron Ennis is being discussed for April, and that would be a legitimate step up for the highly touted Ennis, which that's what he is, highly touted and in desperate need of an opportunity to prove that it's not just hype. But NestGTO, Instagram, and Twitter, catch us right here at the Boxing Voice on all forms of social media. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel right here at youtube.com/the Boxing Voice as well. We're going to go out to these phone lines and get your thoughts if you're interested. If not, we're out. You know the
These
number.
calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
1425-569-5241. Press 1. One time, voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/The Boxing Voice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
All right. Coach Myers, Connecticut. What's going on? What do you think about this matchup? Buy, sell, hate it, love it?
I mean, it's a good fight. I think it's a good step up for him to see what he's about. All the hype around him, I should be expecting a knockout. I mean, Ennis, he's saying he could beat Crawford, he could beat Earl. So if the fight does happen, I'm expecting a knockout within like 8. But I think it's a good fight, good step up. I can't hate on it. But that's my call.
All right. We going out to New Orleans. JT, what up?
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. That was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yo, what's up, yo? I guess sir, that's a good fight. I heard you say, sir, he a switch hitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he fight more aggressive. Like, you know, I ain't saying like, but I'm not trying to compare him to no Bud. So I mean, it's a good step up fight for him. Like Coach Myers said, if he don't get the knockout. You know, he's going around saying he could beat Bud in an era. I highly doubt that, but he is a skilled fighter. So it's a good step up fight to see what he got promised for us in the future. So that's all I got.
All right. We're going out to Chicago. Steve, what up?
My town up in K-Town.
Hey, Daddy, this is $1 beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yeah.
Yo.
You know, from what I remember, he basically.
You got to talk into the mic. You don't sound like you in the mic.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, from what I remember, Clayton, when he fought Lipinets, he was on his bike. He was just countering the whole entire fight. And he had the speed to get him. This will be a very different fight because the style, Ennis' style is very different than Clayton. Clayton is more of a counter. I see this being a good fight because I think both are going to want to dictate the pace. They're both going to want to be the guy that's coming forward. So this is interesting. It'll be interesting to see what Boost does with the guy on Lipinets' level. Yep. Hopefully they can make it. I think it'll be easy to make. Lipinets don't want to fight Clayton. Lipinets is, he's with that GTB, so it's an easy fight to make probably.
Yes, sir. I'm interested in it. Steve, thanks for calling. Greatness. What up?
How we living?
All good. Bless,
man. Shout out to my man, Dr. Martin Luther King. Definitely happy belated to the greatest Ali. Want to show a salute out. Give a shout outs to them. But most of all, man, I'm glad to hear that everything is still blessed. And when I logged in on the call, I see that everybody giving you some kind words on the house. So I'm just here to give a little bit more. Definitely hope you get that. And as far as Jaron Ennis, man, I'm glad he's being talked about. I'm just excited as about this fight as I am with Keith Thurman. All right, so we're gonna continue on striving for greatness. March 13th, man, Border Wars 10. I'm thinking about you. I mean.
All right. Let's see here. What else we got? You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Right here, Voice of the People hotline. Let's go. Don't forget, add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Subscribe to the YouTube so you never miss a live ever. Whenever we go live. All right, so looking like we got KC. No, I always call you C, but it's just K from DC. K Boxing from DC. What up?
Hey, what it do, Ness? Always a pleasure, like I say, man.
Thank you, brother.
Great show. You always have a great, venue, man. On this fight here, I gotta say I'm not that excited about this fight because I feel like it's just, another million the pad boost stats and everything because, it's always about them putting somebody in front of Boost. That Boost is just gonna beat up on them, man. You know what I mean? I'd rather see Boost in there with somebody like another hot gun like Virgil Ortiz, like himself. That's who, people like that is who I like to see Boost in there with. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe a vet like Jesse Vargas or somebody, who ready to go to blows with him.
The only issue I have with putting somebody like a Ortiz is that the other promoter is gonna be like, why risk putting two hot prospects together before they could actually get some money?
Yeah, I feel you on that, and that was definitely my second thought about it. They want to give these guys a shot at, really getting out there and getting, at least getting a one piece of hardware or something before they go risking their career that way.
That's right. Well, listen, man, want to thank you for calling in. We're going out to Freddie in Minnesota. Freddie, talk to us.
It's good, man. I think Jaron Ennis, based on the eye test, I don't know, man. When Ariel was coming, I think Ennis looked more promising to me. I feel like he's gonna stop Lipinets, like for sure. Maybe in the first 4 rounds, because he was getting ready to. When he fought Van Heerden, he was gonna stop him if it wasn't for that headbutt, But that dude, man, the thing about him, he has crazy skills, but not just that, but he has power in both hands, and he has, his defense can be a little, iffy, but the only thing I heard about Ennis is supposedly he has a weak chin. I don't know if that's real true about that.
I mean, where'd you hear that from? Because nobody put him down.
In the amateurs.
Okay,
that's what I heard. But yeah, I know. But other than that, man, I feel Ennis he's gonna be definitely top 10 pound for pound in the next 2 years for sure.
Well,
that's all I'm gonna say, man.
He's gonna need a statement like performance if he's gonna be pound for pound. I mean, I guess not. I guess you can develop into a pound for pound guy. But I and others are putting that knockout pressure because everyone believes that he is as good as they say he is. So it's like, all right, well, if he's that good, he should blow through this dude. Killer Shan, what up? Killer Shan, what up?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Chilling. Been a minute, B.
Yeah, man.
Bless. I hope you're doing well, brother. Talk to us.
Yo, man. I think it's a great step-up fight. I think you get a lot of answers with this fight, man. If he can knock this dude out, which nobody's really stopped this guy. I mean, he's got the one loss, I think, to Mikey, right? And he got dropped, but he ain't get knocked out. So, I mean, if this guy can tear through him,
He only got dropped once.
Yeah, he only got dropped once. Yeah, correct. Yeah, so I think it's a good step-up fight, man. I mean, you can't ask for him. I mean, he ain't going to get none of the big fights where he's at right now. He can only work his way up, it's a good fight. I think it's a good fight. And I think if he stops him and makes a statement, I mean, there's something to be said about that. Lipinets has never looked like a slouch in there. Even in the Mikey fight, even though he got dropped, he gave Mikey a good fight,
Definitely. I mean, he didn't look great in that Clayton fight. Not that he looked bad, but I thought Clayton probably did enough to get that fight, but Killer Shan.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, my bad, Sham. I thought you was outie. Go ahead.
No, my bad. No. Yeah, I forgot about that fight. But yeah, I got what you're saying. But if he definitely knocks him out, it's something to be said still, regardless.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a step up. It's definitely a step up, man. You know what I mean? It's a good step up fight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I like it. But, man, let me get to some other people here. We got Ruin the 504. What up?
Yeah, what's going on? Good afternoon, man. What's up?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is a good little step up for Booth. I can't hate on this fight. I know a lot of guys on here are high on him. I'm really interested to see how he does with Sergey. This is no slouch that he's facing, so I hope it gets made. I'm really excited to see the guy continue to move up. I think he could be someone that's a star in the future, so this is good for him. That's my call, man.
Agreed. Coach Myers, Boomerang.
Yeah, I'm all good now. I'm just listening.
All right. Well, that looks like everybody, except James. You haven't hit one. That's why I haven't gone to you on Blog Talk. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Like I said, quick little news report. It is still in the rumor category. They're working on it. This doesn't mean that anyone has accepted offers or signed contracts, but conversations are being discussed, and if they could secure this fight, it's a good fight for Ennis, and a good way to show us, if you're Sergey, that you're that you're still there, right? Because I don't know, the Clayton fight probably didn't go his way. I bet you Joe Goosen calls me now that I'm ending this show. He's like, hey, I heard you wanted to do an interview. I was like, yeah, I wanted to do that at 4. But yeah, man, I'm thinking Lipinets and Goosen are together. So no longer with Buddy McGirt. But I still think, the agility, the youth, the size of Ennis, he looked very big in that fight with Van Heerden. So, interesting matchup. Let's see how it develops. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Peace.